Welcome to the FitMama podcast, where it's all about gaining your health back as a busy woman and mom, and doing it without sacrificing time with your family or business. Here is your host, mompreneur and FitMama health coach, Angela Campbell.
All right, what is going on, you guys? Happy Thursday. I'm super stoked and excited, as always, because I love getting on here and I love having the podcast and sharing and all the things that we do. So, happy Thursday. Every Thursday, 11 a.m. Central, I hop on here. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes it's awesome guests on here sharing with you guys new things and new ways to be successful on your journey or just to simply keep going. So super excited for our FitMama podcast today. We are going to talk about how to jumpstart your weight loss. So first, say hi if you're hopping on live. I'm going to double check and make sure I am live. So if you are there, say hi. Let me know that you can actually hear me, see me. I'm going on really quick just to double check and see my face. Oh, there I am. I'm there. All right. FitMama podcast. Today, episode number 16, we're going to talk about how to jumpstart your weight loss. And I think I'm going to share a couple things with you. And we are also launching a brand new program with FitMama Coaching. We do multiple things. A lot of women in this group are part of one of our programs, our 12-week program, VIP program, helping with all the things. And some other things going on as well too. But we are going to launch a new program October 26th, and it's all about jumpstarting and detoxing your weight loss. But here's the thing, I'm going to share some tips on things as well too. We're going to talk about on today's episode how to jumpstart your weight loss. You're going to be surprised at some of the things I'm going to share with you today on the reasoning behind and how you actually get your weight loss going. But nobody just wants to get it started. We want to keep it going, right? So another thing I'm going to talk a little bit about is what not to do when you're trying to start your weight loss journey. And then, like I said, I'm going to share with you details on FitMama's coaching, our Jumpstart and Detox program. Details! So you can get signed up like now. Today, you can actually start signing up now and join us starting October 26th for that program. So here's the thing. If you're tired of failing, you're tired of trying to figure this thing out on your own, how in the world do I get healthy? How do I lose weight? How do I tone up? How do I get rid of my belly? Like all the things that you may have going on, all the things that I hear, a lot of women say on a regular basis. Like if you're watching live and you're comfortable, drop your biggest goal in the comments. Maybe that's just to get healthy. Maybe that's to feel good in a bikini again or whatever your is. Share it below because know that you're not alone. And I guarantee you a lot of the other women in this group are going to share with you as well. Right. But if you're tired of figuring out on your own, you need some support. You need somebody to chat with, maybe to guide you in the right direction. Set up a time. I do free consultation calls all the time. There's a link above, or just go to acfitmama.com/chat and we can definitely talk. But if you're in the group, you're here in the Fit Mompreneur group, or if you are catching this later on our podcast replay, you're going to have to get in the group. acfitmama.com/Facebook. Hop in and join us. You guys, we see women all the time making it happen. And I love to reiterate the fact that if you're seeing other women have success, that means you can do it too. I promise. I've seen some of the busiest, most stressed out people make it happen because they wanted it bad enough, right? So put I want it bad in the comments. If you're at this point right now, you're like, I got it. I love it. Yes. Feel good and better overall. I want to feel sexy in my own skin again. Yes. Amen to that. So here's $1 million question. How in the world do I do it? And so I'm going to share again some things today about how to jumpstart your weight loss, but I also want to give some shout outs to some pretty freaking amazing women. If you're obviously watching me live right now, that means you're in our Facebook group. So you either know these women or maybe you don't know them, but know them, they're in the group, and give them a shout out. Tell them congrats, drop some love. If you know them, tag them, give them some kudos. But first, I want to say a huge warm welcome. We've had some pretty amazing women commit to themselves this week, and I'm super excited to get to work with them and share with them. And so first, let's just say welcome. Put welcome in the comments if you're watching. Jamie Rowe, huge. I'm super excited to get you started, girl. Jaylee Reedy, Marnie Flynn, and Chrissy Eason literally just got to chat with you this morning, and I'm super stoked to help you do the things that we talked about, right? So huge welcome. Tell them welcome. I want to give a big shout out to Echo Hill in this group as well, too. If you know Echo, I'll give her a shout out. Tag her below. Drop some hearts in the comments. And tell her how much she's loved and appreciated. One, because I know she's invited a lot of people to this group. One, so thank you, thank you, thank you. But two, she's on her own journey, you guys. She's had amazing transformation in our 12-week program. She recently started back with us in some fitness programs. And she had her first check-in, her first progress check, down another 1.5 pounds, and making all the changes, you guys. And then one more shout out, Randy Ann. I want to give her a major shout out. She's an amazing woman, and she's a principal and dealing with all kinds of crap and deserves some extra love, and just amazing woman. Went through our 12-week program and didn't really even think she had a lot of any weight to lose. It was more about losing the inches, but she ended up losing 6 pounds, 10 inches, just literally in waist, hips, and thighs, just in that area, 10 inches. So phenomenal job. I'm super excited. Shout them out, give them some love. And let's talk about how to jumpstart your weight loss, you guys. Let's talk about it. Drop Detox below if you want me to shoot you the info as well about our program. I am going to talk about it a little bit here in a second. What it is, what you get. But how do you jumpstart your weight loss? How in the world do you get the scale to start moving? How in the world do you get those inches to start shrinking, right? There's a lot of things out there in the world. And one of the things I hear the most is it is freaking confusing, right? Put confusing in the comments if you agree with this. Today's world is confusing. What freaking works? And of course, if you know me and you follow me at all, I'm going to tell you it's going to be different for everybody. Customizing something that's going to work for you is always going to be the best route, because there's never going to be one tiny little bitty thing that's going to work for every single person. It's just not. Like my program, what I do, we customize it. We do different things, right? But here's the number one thing. How to jumpstart your weight loss. And I know you're going to be like, what? How does that affect my scale? Number one is to cut yourself some slack. Here's number one, and I'm going to get into more detail, I promise. But the first one is you have to start with your mind, and you have to start with giving yourself grace, cutting yourself some slack. You have to. Ladies, I talk to you guys on a regular basis all day, every day, and I'm preaching to myself as I'm preaching to you guys too, because I'm really bad about giving myself slack. We don't do it enough. We tend to beat ourselves up, and we think we're constantly beating ourselves up of, oh my gosh, how did I let myself get this far? Right? Like, oh my gosh, how have I let myself gain this much weight? How have I let myself get to the point where I used to run marathons and now I can't even run to the mailbox without getting winded? These are real things. I hear them all the time, right? But cut yourself some slack is tip number one. You guys, this is huge, because you have to do this in order to be able to actually get results and keep them going, okay? Number two, you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. You guys, you cannot wake up and wing it. Oh my gosh. You put plan in the comments if you're watching and you're able to actually type. You have to have a plan. You can't wake up and wing it and hope, you know what, I'm going to change my eating today. And then the next day you have no plans. Then you go back to the way you were before. Having a plan of action is huge. Okay. And I mean planning, especially when it comes to nutrition. I spoke to someone yesterday, and someone that I'm coaching and I'm helping through the process, and she's doing awesome already. And she was wanting help. I said, you got a plan. Go to your refrigerator right now and write everything down in a plan and send it to me, and let's tweak it together. Let's figure out, because I don't want to just give somebody a plan. I want to teach somebody how to make a plan. And this is what she's doing. And I'm super excited, because it's teaching you the ways to do it. You don't want to have someone do it for you all the time, right? You want to be able to learn, you want to be able to do it, but you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. And the three things that I base anything I do, especially my programs, off of is you have to have a plan of your workouts. Okay, maybe not necessarily the full blown, an entire month of workouts planned, right? But you have to have a plan. When am I going to work out? And this is one of the three key pieces in order to get your weight moving and to start your weight loss journey. You have to have a plan. Okay, you cannot wake up winging your workouts. When the heck am I going to fit it in? Because then guess what happened? The whole day is going to go by and you're not going to get it in, right? So you have to have a plan for that. You have to have a plan of what you're going to eat. I can't tell you enough. And if you agree, put agree in the comments. But we often wake up winging it because we didn't meal plan, or winging it because Just didn't feel like cooking. I don't know what I'm going to eat today. So guess what happens? We end up going down the wrong route, and we end up eating what we shouldn't. And then we go back to the first thing I said, and then we start beating ourselves up, right? So you have to have a plan, you guys. This is key. Plan, plan, plan. And the third thing that I am a big believer in, if you want to jumpstart your weight loss, you have to start with this as well. You can't only start with fitness. You can't only start with nutrition. You also have to start with your mind. To me, that's number one. That is the most important. It is the thing, what is between your ears and what you believe will make or break your progress. It will make or break what it is that you're going to accomplish and what results you're going to have. Because I see it often. We focus, someone will go full blast on working out, maybe change their nutrition a little bit and do nothing for their mindset. I give you 2 weeks. It's just out of experience. This is what happens. So have a plan is the biggest tip number 2, but you have to have a plan of all the above. I'm not telling you to plan out your entire month or your entire week. I mean, take it small steps. If you are one that is planning one day at a time, then plan one day at a time, but spend 5 or 10 minutes at the end of your day to plan what's going to happen tomorrow. What am I going to do? What workout am I going to do tomorrow? And what am I going to eat tomorrow? And then have it ready, right? And number 3 is keeping a journal. Keeping a journal of all these things. Now, everybody's different. We're in a world of technology, which is awesome. It's a blessing, and it's also the opposite sometimes. But when it comes to keeping a journal, especially of your food, this is something that you can easily do on an app nowadays. MyFitnessPal is my favorite app that I use. A lot of my women use whenever we're coaching together. Or the app that we use together with my coaching is also, to me, it's like a journal, because I want you to journal what you're working out. I want you to journal, we sync you to MyFitnessPal, and so that we can see everything in that app is a journal, because we're seeing it all. We're seeing your progress. We're seeing all the things. But tip number 3 is you have to keep a journal of some kind and write it down. If you are a pen and paper person, write it down. Use a pen and paper. You have to figure out what works for you. If all the techie stuff and the apps and this and that is overwhelming to you, then don't stress yourself out trying to figure out and think that's the only way. Literally journal your food with pen and paper and do the best you can. It's better than nothing and winging it, I promise, right? Tip number 4 is meal replacements. I'm a big fan of shakes. I'm not a big fan of drinking shakes all day long and you live on liquid food. That's not going to get where we want to go. But a lot of the women that I work with, we're doing 1 or 2 shakes a day, and there's nothing wrong with that, you guys. Over 70%, and this is just a number I'm taking off the top of my head. There is no science behind it. It's just me and experience. But over 70% of women, typically we just get so busy we don't eat enough food. We just don't. We're busy. We're taking care of 20 million thousand other things, and we go last, right? And that's just the way we are made up. And this is what I love to help people get away from. But shakes, to me, protein shakes are a really powerful tool. They are a tool. They are not, I don't want you drinking them all day. And I'm going to say that again. I'm not preaching over here for you to drink shakes all day and live on liquid. You got to have some real food in your body. But shakes 1 to 2 times a day, to me, jumpstarting your weight loss. Why? Because if you only eat 1 meal a day right now, then put 2 shakes in around there, and you're going to already improve your nutrition, right? Or say you only do 2 times a day. Well, I encourage you to eat obviously more than that. So maybe do 2 shakes a day and 2 meals, like whatever the scenario is. But meal replacement shakes, protein shakes, they're a really good option to enter into your journey, especially if you're someone that's not eating enough in general or not eating enough protein, right? Tip number 5 is don't restrict too much too fast. Okay. I'm going to say that again because I see this happen often. I've had a lot of conversations with women lately too. They know this is their weakness. And this is my weakness too. It's going too restrictive, too fast when it comes to nutrition. This can be detrimental to your journey. Why? Because we think we have to do everything all at one time, and I promise you don't. I'm a big believer. I spend more time talking to women about slow down. We're only going to do one thing at a time. I promise. Trust the process. It works. You just have to be patient, and you have to do one thing at a time. Don't restrict too much too fast. Do not go from eating like terrible and crap to cutting everything out and going way too strict too fast. Will you drop weight fast? Yes. But I say yes most of the time. But let me ask you, how long will you stay that way? Because when you eat crap and then you go to crazy strict and restrictive, your body goes a little crazy and it goes to the cravings. The cravings will be the part that will drive you the most crazy and cause you to break and cause you to most likely quit. And so don't go too strict, too fast. Big mistake I see people do all the time. And this is with everything. Like maybe start a couple days of workout and then eliminate a few things at a time when it comes to nutrition. Do not go too much too fast, and don't clean out your entire cupboard and go super crazy strict and then six workouts in your very first week. You're not doing any kind of mindset work, and then guess what? You're probably gonna end up hurt, injured, burned out, tired, but it's only gonna last for a couple weeks. I want you to jumpstart a weight loss program and get the results started, but keep your progress. I would rather you have slow progress that is slowly declining consistently than a huge drop and then a plateau, and then maybe you go back up, and then you maybe drop a little bit again, and then you go back up. This is the problem that happens way too often, right? So don't go too restrict too fast. Number 6 is dig a little deeper than just losing weight. And what do I mean by that? Oftentimes, if you're stressed right now, put stress in the comments. I think 99.9% of women are going to comment, I'm stressed, right? Or you don't have to comment if you're just listening, and that's totally cool. If you will comment, though, comment. I'd love to see who else feels like they're totally stressed right now. And know that you're not alone. And number 2, guess what stress does? Stress will keep us from losing weight if we don't learn how to manage it, right? And so these are little things that I love to do as well too. And guess what also happens when we're stressed? It can often cause us to not lose the weight that we're trying so freaking hard to lose. And one of the common reasons is not only is our hormones out of whack and crazy, it causes a lot of inflammation in our gut. So one of my favorite things, and the Detox Jumpstart program that we are about to launch is focused on this a ton. But what I mean by looking deeper than just the number on the scale and losing weight, gut health and inflammation is a big thing that we often also neglect. We're just focused on, I'm going to eat clean, I'm going to start working out, and hopefully the scale is going to start dropping, right? Well, sometimes it will, yes, but it can drop so much faster if you're eating certain foods, if we're doing a couple extra things that we can focus on our gut health. And even more so, we need to learn how to manage our stress. We're all stressed, right? Some of you guys are way more stressed than others, of course, with all the things going on in your world and your life. But the biggest thing, and one of the biggest habits I love to help women do, is learn how to manage it. And sometimes that's simple as, we did a challenge a while back, one of my favorites, that I think it's about time to do it again, to be honest with you. One of the days we did, it was just set 3 timers on your phone or on your watch, your phone, whatever. And it goes off, and it was a 60-second timer that you just needed to sit quiet, close your eyes, and take some deep breaths. You guys, that's managing your stress. That can be something as simple that you can do. You're having a moment where you're extra stressed and you feel like you're about to explode. You're affecting your weight loss. Okay. And these are things that we often cannot control what's happening to us, but we can control how we react to them. So like I said, jumpstarting your weight loss is not just simply about what you eat and what you do for your workouts. It's also about this. This is a big one: managing your stress, learning how to walk away and just breathe before your fuse blows and you say something you probably will regret. So gut health and inflammation is a huge thing. So the foods that you eat can directly affect this in a positive way and a negative way. Obviously there's other things out there too. There's some probiotics and products that I always recommend as well too. You can totally add to your routine for additional stuff, for additional support. But obviously there's so many things out there, but food is such a big one that people just miss. And number 7 tip was plan what's after your jump start. Okay. And this is big because I see this a lot. How many of you guys have ever done a cleanse or a detox or something to help get your weight loss started, but then you had no plan afterwards? So then, yay, I lost, 5-6 pounds during that. And then I'm just going to put it right back on because I'm going back to the drive-thru and eating like crap. Right? Like this is hugely common, right? Put me in the comments if you're comfortable saying, hey, that was me. Been there, done that. I've done that plenty of times. And so here's the thing: you have to plan what is after your jump start or detox. So if you know you're going to start something, like say if you decide that you want to sign up and join us on October 26th for our jump start detox program, know that we want to help you have a plan that it happens beyond that, right? And those of you guys that are in our 12-week and VIP programs, like you're going to get to do this as well with us starting October 26th. Woohoo! So just FYI, I'm going to give you all the details, I promise. But you have to have a plan afterwards, because oftentimes I see this, we lose weight, we jumpstart our body, we get our gut cleaned out and all the things start happening. But then we have no plan afterwards. So then, yeah, that's what happens. We end up getting, we end up going backwards, right? And so we end up not getting to, we don't sustain the results that we just got, because we did this 3-day, 5-day, 7-day, 12-day, whatever. So have a plan of what you're going to do after the jumpstart, detox, or whatever it is that you're going to do, because you will go backwards if you don't, right? So you have to have a plan. So I hope those tips can help. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, our program, FitMama Coaching, we do a lot of things. Oh, thank you, Katie. I love you too, girl. And so here's the thing for sure. We're launching, it is called our FitMama Jumpstart Detox Program. And the very first day is going to be October 26th. So we have this week and next week to get started. We have this week and next week. If you're interested, you can definitely get signed up and get started. And what it's going to consist of. It's going to consist of us walking you through an entire program. It's going to be an 11-day program. Day 12 is going to be all about celebrating your results, because you are going to get some freaking results. As long as you follow what we do, what we teach you. Right. And so it's 11-day program. And so what we're going to do is we're going to break it all down to you. That plan that I just told you need, we've got it for you. We are going to walk you through it, though. We're not just going to sell you a plan and then tell you to have fun with it, figure it out on your own, and then tell me how it works. It's not what we do. That is not how this is going to work, right? So our Jumpstart Detox program, like I said, you can start signing up now. You're going to get the full plan. We're going to walk you through every single thing, what to do, when to do, and how to do it, and what time to do it, what to eat, what to drink. You get the full-blown recipes. And let me tell you, like I said, this is going to be focused on jumpstarting your weight loss. It's going to be focused on detoxing your body. It's not focused on a product. This is all about your nutrition. Can you take a product? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I've got products I can recommend, but again, this is a program, it's not wrapped around a product. It's wrapped around nutrition, eating certain foods that are designed to help you detox your body naturally, teach you how to eat, because you can take these recipes beyond this and keep them in your routine and keep your inflammation down, because it's designed to target your inflammation in your body. And there's a little bit of a secret sauce that we use also that you're going to be doing on a daily basis that's going to really dissect and target your inflammation to help you get that weight moving. Okay. Accountability is going to be huge, obviously. I can't tell you how many times that word is thrown around. Accountability is huge. Like I said, we are going to walk you through it. We are going to hold you accountable during this time as well, too. We're not just going to deliver the plan and say, go figure it out on your own. Let me know how it went. We are going to hold you accountable. We're going to be in communication with you the entire 11 days that you are on our program. We are going to be teaching you more and more things, providing you with resources and things that you can keep. And then we can help you develop a plan as well beyond this, the 11 days. If you need a plan, want a plan, would like coaching beyond that, we can figure that out. But again, you can sign up. You can actually start signing up now. You can shoot me a message or just drop Detox if you're watching this video right now below the comments. It's only $197, you guys, for an entire 2 weeks of us working together. And again, like I said, we're going to teach you, coach you, guide you, hold you accountable, give you the full meal deal, the whole plans, and everything attached to it. So yeah, drop Detox below. I'll send it to you, the information, answer your questions if you need them, if you have more questions, and we'll get started. Literally, it's a very timed thing. So we're doing it together starting October 26th, right? So yeah, thank you so much, Katie. You were amazing. I swear. Thank you for tagging all your buddies. Yeah, a team. She said you're 7 girls joining the challenge. A team. I love it. Yeah, teamwork, girlfriend. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? And so again, I hope some of these tips that I shared with you today about jumpstarting your weight loss are things that you can do and you can implement. And if you cannot do this on your own, or you're like, you've been trying and it's nothing working, set up a time to chat with me. Like I said, I do free consultation calls all the time. There's a link above. Or if you're listening to this, of course, on the replay of the podcast, acfitmama.com/chat, and just set up a time to chat. Linda, yes, absolutely. Is it okay for someone over 70? Absolutely, girl. It's an all natural, healthy way. And like I said, it's nutrition. It's not based on a product. It's definitely, and it's not crazy restrictive. I'm not going to starve you by any means as well. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't believe in those anyway. It is definitely designed to help you with food. It's about food. It's not about restricting you with anything specific. So that's it. I forgot to actually put the link above. If you want to sign up, I'll put it above in the description as well too. But you guys, listen, again, ask questions, anything you have. We're here to help you. Eric and I, as your coaches, are here to help you the entire way. We're going to walk you through all this stuff. So again, I'll see you next Thursday, 11 a.m. Central. Every week we have our live stream of our podcast, and then I will see you on the next one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.